Hey, real estate investors, welcome back to REI Funding Partners Pro Team Interview Series. Today, we've got one that is not for a specific city. So very often we're doing these pro team interviews with people who are specific to your city. But in this case, we have one of the team member types that can be for any city, and that is bookkeeping for real estate investors. And I want to welcome Drew Harwell today. Drew, thanks for being here. Thanks for being part of our pro team.
Thanks, Ray. Appreciate the chance to come on the show and look forward to kind of diving in and talking more about what I do.
Yeah, it's going to be great as people get to know you and your specialty. But before we jump into that, tell us a little bit about yourself, a little bit of kind of the personal side, so people can get a feel for who you are, what you like to do.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm based at Overland Park, Kansas, which is a suburb of Kansas City, Kansas, on the Kansas side. And one of the things that I like to tell people is I'm just a huge Chiefs fan. I enjoy Mahomes' magic and the Chiefs, and I've been a fan since I was a little kid before they were a good dynasty. And then I'm married and have an 8-year-old son who just started up in the second grade. So can relate to a lot of the people out there that are getting back into the back to school grind.
Yeah.
And then as far as hobbies and activities, I enjoy camping, backpacking, hiking, traveling. And then I also try to do my own real estate investments on the side.
Yeah, well, that's fun to do real estate on the side. That's how I got started myself. I like the outdoor activities as well. But with what you're saying there about doing some deals on the side, that's a great lead in because from the bookkeepers that I've met and the people in that accounting industry, I haven't seen a ton of people with real estate investing experience. So tell us a little bit about your background of like how you kind of got connected as a bookkeeper to working with real estate investors.
Yeah, absolutely. So, majority of my career has been doing various internal and external audit roles. These roles have kind of been a crucial foundation to me turning into a bookkeeper. I learned a lot about communication, attention to detail, and then how to perform adequate profit and loss review, as well as performing bank reconciliations. And then about 2019, I, kind of stumbled on the Bigger Pockets podcast and I read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, got fired up about real estate, did my own first live-in flip, and then invested in a couple syndications along the way. And then in the last couple years, I was just kind of looking for ways where I could marry my W-2 with my passion for real estate. I reached out to several real estate people in my network and was ultimately able to kind of land a job as the director of accounting for a mobile home park syndication company. This position was great for me. It challenged me. It taught me a lot about operations in a mobile home park, as well as kind of learning the day-to-day accounting, journal entries that are required for syndications, and then cash flow management, as well as watching rehab cost. I decided to kind of leave this position as I was just working a ton of hours and I wasn't able to, focus on my own deals or spend much time with my family as well. So I saw that there was a need for people who were passionate about real estate who also wanted to do bookkeeping, as this is a skill that a lot of people it's not their choice or not their first instinct on what they want to do. So there was an opportunity for that, and I kind of launched that in about the end of May.
Nice. Yeah, the most people that enjoy the kind of the front end part of the real estate investing work don't really like the looking at all the numbers and taking care of the bookkeeping and things like that in many cases. And I would want to highlight here, Drew, like what you're saying about doing journal entries and recording transactions and everything. I know from my own personal experience of doing our books when my wife and I first got started and having some formal training in that. Um, number one, I didn't need to be doing it long term. And so I would want any of our borrowers watching this to know it's not the place, it's not the seat you really want to be in yourself. But number two, the way you book those kind of transactions are different than a lot of other kind of business transactions. When you're booking transactions for a flip, when you're booking rental properties, you're dealing with depreciation and things like that. There's
Mhm.
some specialized knowledge that go around bookkeeping for a real estate investor. So the fact that you have done, real estate investing on your own, you've been in, active in syndications and then working the front end side, that is a very powerful and rather unique kind of background and skill set for our people to be aware of. So I just wanted to highlight that because finding people with your blend of background and skills is almost like a needle in a haystack. So I'm excited that we were able to connect and to have you as part of the team here.
Yeah. Thanks, Ray.
Yeah, it's a really good thing. So I know one thing that I wanted to point out to everyone. Right now, you're doing this yourself, and you've
Mhm.
got kind of a limited capacity there. So there may be a point in the future where you have other bookkeepers working for you, and you have a larger capacity. But I just want to point out to people that if they are interested in your services, it is limited right now because it's you. They're going to get somebody really good with a really good background. But if you're interested, reach out early. And in a few moments at the end of this, we're going to give you the contact information for that. But as you think about the kind of transactions that real estate investors do, is there any kind of tip that you could share with our real estate investor customers that might be helpful from your point of view?
Yeah, sure. I think one of the most important things that you can do is you need to set time to be logging your transactions, keep as much documentation as you can, and just kind of fit a time that works for you, whether that's weekly or monthly. It's just important to not be trying to play catch up, as that'll cause more stress and then even more headache whenever it comes to filing your taxes. And then also, if you can network with CPAs out there, it's good to get ahead and try to be capitalizing on any deductions that you could be taking during the year versus starting on that the following year. So the more active in preparation you can be, the easier it's going to make your journey as a flipper or real estate investor.
Great. So just to recap that really quickly, whether you're trained enough investors to do this yourself or whether you hire someone like Drew, not letting it build up where you go for a month or more without getting your transactions logged. What I've seen in real life happen with that is people they wait until the end of the year. As you alluded to, Drew, that's when bookkeepers, accountants, everyone in that industry is really busy. And so very often people are trying to, they get a property, they're going to do a BRRRR. So they're buying it, they're fixing it up, they get ready to refi and they haven't done their taxes. And so the
Yeah.
bankers say, we're not going to give you the loan until we get your taxes in. And so they're back over here trying to get the accountant to do stuff and work magic. And really, if you just stay on top of it up front, you can get your taxes done on time. You can get your refi done. So great tip there. Well, why is it that, because you could work with a number of different kind of clients. Why investors? What do you like about working with real estate investors?
Sure. Yeah, I think the favorite thing or what draws me to investors the most is just the perspective and the mindset that they bring. A lot of people who invest in real estate or participate in real estate are just different than people that you're going to see out there in the corporate world. A lot of them, they're willing to take on difficult challenges. They're going to come at things with a different perspective and look at something rather than passing on it and saying, oh, that looks hideous. I'm avoiding that deal. They're going to say, how can I make this work? Or what do I know? Or who do I know that could partner up with me and make this work? So I think just kind of surrounding yourself with those types of people, and it's just, the law of you're going to be around the five people that you're closest to. It's super helpful to get those perspectives, and the more you can be around those types of people, the more it's going to rub off on you and help you on your growth journey.
Yeah, I agree. Successful real estate investors tend to be creative problem solvers, and how can we kind of people rather than just letting a roadblock stop them. So that's great. Well, we've hit all the high points that I wanted to hit to give people a chance to kind of know a little bit about you, Drew, personally,
Sure.
and background and everything. And it's really going to be helpful for people to get their books done on time, and then actually they can analyze their numbers then and see if the
Yeah.
business is healthy as it should be. So if people want to reach out to you, what's the best way to do that?
Yeah, I think if you are active on LinkedIn, you're more than welcome to reach out to me on LinkedIn. That's usually the main platform that I'm on. Or if you're not on there, you can reach out to me at my business email. It's excellenceinnumbers@gmail.com. It's all lowercase. So, and then if you're curious to see if we can work together, or you just want to talk, like, I'm more than open to taking a discovery call. And then if we don't align or we got different paths, I can try to refer you to some people in my network who can help you with your needs as well. So,
Awesome. Well, thanks so much, Drew. We'll keep this short today, but I appreciate what you already shared, and we're excited to have you as part of our pro team to help real estate investors be successful. And again, you work nationwide, right? So it doesn't really matter where people are. You can take care of things
yeah,
through email and things like that. So anybody here, probably if you're watching this video, you may be in Alabama. Don't worry. Drew can take care of you long distance with this kind of support. So I guess that's it. We'll look forward to hearing about some people connecting with you and how you're able to help them out. And maybe we can come back for another round of interview here, and love to hear those stories. So anyways, thanks again for being here, Drew. Thanks for being the help that I know you're going to be to our customer base. So glad to have you on board. And I guess I will end this here. So,
thanks, Ray.
yeah, good to talk with you today. Take care.
Okay, bye.